celebrations in Lusaka are today concluding a week of vibrant and spiritually enriching activities. The program began with a solemn mass, followed by a lively singing competition held on Wednesday, which showcased the talent and unity among the young participants. As part of the final day's schedule, the youth are set to take part in the sacrament of confession, a moment of personal reflection and renewal. This will be followed by an awards ceremony recognizing outstanding contributions throughout the celebrations. Organizers say the event has not only strengthened faith but also fostered fellowship and purpose among the youth, marking a memorable close to the Jubilee program this evening. The week-long program, which began with a solemn mass and featured a spirited singing competition on Wednesday, culminates today with the sacrament of confession and an award ceremony to honor outstanding participants. Speaking to Oblate Radio News on the sidelines of the event, National Youth Coordinator Father Chris Kunda commended the Catholic youth for their enthusiastic participation. He affirmed that the celebration is more than just a gathering, but a spiritual milestone. As the program concludes this evening, the youth leave not only with awards, but with renewed hearts and shared missions to carry the spirit of the Jubilee into their communities. This Congo District Agriculture Office has confirmed that the recent infestation of red locust has not negatively impacted crop yields for the current farming season. Speaking to Oblate Radio News, District Senior Agricultural Officer Norman Chilambwe explained that the locusts appeared when most crops were nearing maturity, resulting in minimal damage. He assured the public that farmers in the area have successfully produced a bumper harvest despite the presence of the pests. Mr. Chilambwe attributed the resilience of the crops to timely interventions and favorable conditions, noting that food security in the district remains stable.
Then if you look at maybe talk of men, the time they came somewhere in March, February, March, most of them had tasseled and they were in the kind of cobbing. Then we talk of rice, they were not so much affected, apart from maybe other grasshoppers which was cutting the rice. But in terms of harvest, there is no much significant kind of reduction which was caused. The locusts are still there, though in what we can call a solid state. This is a state where they are not grouping yet, but they are there in one numbers which is manageable. But we are monitoring the situation. Once they start grouping, then we move into control.
In April this year, government launched a comprehensive area spraying operation to combat the red locust outbreak affecting parts of Western Province, including Skongo. Now, Western Province Minister Kapelo Mbangweta has reaffirmed government's commitment to youth empowerment, urging young people to take full advantage of opportunities such as CDF bursaries, empowerment grants and loans, skills training, entrepreneurship and market linkages. Speaking during a town hall meeting held at Hope Church in Mongu on Wednesday, the minister said the engagement was aimed at addressing issues affecting young people such as mental health, alcohol and substance abuse, while also sharing information on empowerment programs.
The President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, attaches great importance to the welfare of the young people in our country. Under his leadership, government has introduced initiatives such as the Constituent Development Fund, bursaries, empowerment grants and loans, skills development programs, entrepreneurship training, and market linkages to ensure that youth have opportunities to thrive. I therefore urge all of you to take keen interest in the information that will be shared today, ask questions, seek clarity, and leave here with a full understanding of how you can benefit from these opportunities to improve your lives and your communities. This town hall meeting aligns with the government's vision for youth development. It is your platform to connect, inspire each other, address shared challenges, and seize opportunities as we celebrate our diversity and the power of unity.
And representing the NYDC Council Secretary Abigail Malukutila said the council remains steadfast in creating opportunities for young people to participate in governance, leadership and entrepreneurship. She further adds that the meeting was a platform to listen, learn and partner with the youth in designing programs that address real needs.
The Youth Town Hall meeting are meant to address the challenges of low youth participation in socio-economic activities. This could be attributed to limited access to information on available opportunities, and so we had to step in. Town hall meetings therefore serve as a platform for information sharing on the various existing empowerment opportunities and programs. We also sensitize the young people on various issues that affect their well-being, such as the mental health problem. Having held a series of meetings in Lusaka, NYDC thought it wise that there is need to roll it out to other provinces. The first town hall meeting to be held in another province was in Eastern Province, and it was held last week. The one being held here in Mongu is the next on the roll. This is to ensure that the youth at the grassroots have access to information on youth opportunities and empowerment programs.
Over 200 youths, church leaders, government officials and stakeholders attended the event, which was organized by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts through the National Youth Development Council NYDC. Meanwhile, some youths in Mongu district have voiced disappointment over the lack of a question and answer session during the provincial town hall meeting organized by the National Youth Development Council. Speaking to Oblate Radio Liseli News on the sidelines of the event, Zambia Youth League Provincial Coordinator Etambuyu said the absence of a direct engagement with the provincial minister denied young people the opportunity to raise pressing issues affecting their lives. He noted that topics such as unemployment, lack of empowerment initiatives, and community safety were among the concerns youth had hoped to discuss. And another youth, Friday Mauluka from Mlambo Ward, called for targeted empowerment programs for young people in the area, stressing that despite the ward's reputation for criminal activity, providing meaningful opportunities would help keep youth constructively engaged and reduce crime.
Most of the issues that I've found, youths are complaining to say this CDF that people have been saying, you know, apply for this. Some of the youths have been applying. I don't know now, is it because the area called Dark City or it's what? They have been abandoned, those youths. You know, they applied about for 2 years back then, they applied, but no response from them. They are not getting any loan, no any money from CDF. So it's their cry, say, why is that place being abandoned? And why our leaders not visiting that place? They are always calling it, saying, no, that's a route of junkies, where junkies are coming. But when you look at it, some of us, that's where we are. We are people, we finish school, we are there, but we don't have support. What the leader think of us? What do you think I'm going to do next? I have to find maybe something to associate with these other youths. What do they teach me youths? They'll just say, no, the first track to get money is this and this and this and this. So please, we are appealing to the leaders. Come and visit Mlambo Ward. Visit that area.
The event was officiated by Provincial Minister Kapelwa Mbangweta, who reiterated the government's commitment to empowering young people and positioning them as agents of positive change within their communities and the nation at large. You are listening to the main news on Oblate Radio Liseli, and the news continues. The construction of a level 1 modern abattoir in Shangombo District, Western Province, is set to begin shortly with support from the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission, CEEC. Confirming the development to Oblate Radio News, Provincial Veterinary Officer Dr. Stephen Tembo stated that the facility will enable the processing and slaughter of livestock within the district. He emphasized that the abattoir has been designed to meet public health standards, ensuring humane slaughter and hygienic handling, while also helping to reduce transportation costs for farmers.
Economic Empowerment Commission, there is a plan to construct an abattoir, level 1, which will facilitate, a processing or slaughter of animals so that they don't move into Mongu or Senanga, so that the slaughters can be there. I know about the Shangombo one, which will be supported by the CEEC.
On 31st July 2025, a provincial task team intensified a sensitization campaign across all 12 wards of Shangombo district, preparing local communities for the upcoming Class A beef abattoir under the Shangombo Abattoir and Beef Value Chain Empowerment Initiative. The delegation, comprising officials from the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development, the CEEC, and the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, visited the district to reinforce the campaign and provide further guidance on the cooperative model, financing options, and technical requirements for participation. Mongu District Commissioner Morgan Akabeswa says the ongoing development in the district is a direct result of government's decentralization policy. Speaking to Oblate Radio News today, Mr. Akabeswa explained that the policy has empowered local authorities with greater control and resources, enabling projects to be implemented more swiftly and in line with the genuine needs of the community. He noted that residents of Mongu District are now witnessing the construction of new schools and clinics, as well as improvements to road infrastructure, thanks to funding being managed closer to the grassroots level. Mr. Akabeswa adds that decentralization is helping to bring essential services closer to the people, thereby enhancing quality of life and promoting equal opportunities for development across the district.
Each and every member of a constituency, ward, section, they are able to identify themselves with a project that has come up in their ward because it is their project. It is them who decided what they wanted to be made in there. So all this development that we've seen, it is because of this decentralization, which has given power now to the local authority and the local people, the local municipality, even the provinces itself and themselves to be able to manage those resources and the processes equally well. So we are not done yet as a government. We still want to see a lot of this development that is born in a ward, that is born in a section, be able to be tended to and finished, and where community members are able to take a leaf and demand that this has not been done properly. We want it to be done properly than the way it used to be, the decentralization versus centralization that we've seen in the successful government that have passed. The decentralization or the CDF management or the local authority managing the affairs of each and every district. But again, a caution can go now to the managers of these funds, to the managers of the decentralization, that let us listen to the people, must always work together with the councillors of that ward in order to spur that development. If any ward is unable to do and attain any development in there, the blame goes to them because powers have been given to them now to decide how the trajectory can be in their ward, what they want to see in their ward. Any MP that is going to fail to develop their constituents have themselves to blame because government has devolved.
And lastly, in sport, the Chipolo Polo have intensified training ahead of Monday's Group E FIFA World Cup qualifier against the Atlas Lions of Morocco. Coach Avram Grant and his technical bench had a full house Except for Italy-based Joseph Liteta, who is being awaited. The team had a session at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium on Wednesday as they step up their hunt for the Atlas Lions. Zambia plays Morocco on Monday at 15 hours at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. As we end the main news, a recap of the headlines. Congo district to record a bumper harvest despite infested with red locusts. Youths who attended a town hall meeting at Hope Church dissatisfied. And Polo intensifies training ahead of Monday's FIFA World Cup qualifier against Morocco. And that ends the main news. If you want to share news or comment on our stories, you can call or WhatsApp us on 0955-221641. I am Pamela Nakazwe, Oblate Radio Liseli, spreading the light of Christ. Good afternoon.